Thor Financial will not be funding Gods of Asgard anymore, but they will still be incorporated in their ecosystem. And I think a lot of people are getting a little bit confused about the announcement. And I'll explain what that means, the future of Thor Finance, and how this will affect Gods of Asgard in the future. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Cryptonairz channel. And before we get started, please like, subscribe, and comment if you are in Thor Finance and what your thoughts are, and if this project is going to survive. Now, for those who don't know, Thor Financial is another node project that came out at the end of December 2021. And on their website, you can see that you can earn rewards by leveraging Thor's financial multi-chain yield farming protocol. And essentially what that means is that if you put a certain amount into the protocol as a sunken cost, you will be able to earn a certain amount of passive income through it. So on their website, you can create these kind of fake nodes called Heimdall or Freya, Thor, or Odin. For example, if you put 1.25 Thor tokens into Heimdall, you are able to earn 0.008 Thor per day as a passive income with a monthly fee of 12 cents. Now again, this follows the trends of node projects that were pretty prominent back at the end of 2021, which first started with Ring Financial. There were a lot of skepticism and a lot of doubts within these projects because these projects were following along the Ponzinomics playbook. And what I mean by that is you're putting up a certain amount of tokens into the project. However, they aren't really providing much utility towards you, the user. Thor Financial is trying to change that by making strategic investments with the tokens that you provide. So if you go on the website and actually go onto the Treasury, you can see the different investments that they have on different projects. For example, they have some money in Ethereum, BSC, Phantom, or Avalanche. Now, I'm pretty sure this is not all their investments, but these are some of the investments that they have in their public wallet. Now, if we're going back to February 25th, this is when they were announcing their partnership with a play-to-earn game. And going to the Medium article is a pretty ambitious project that utilized NFTs, tokens, play-to-earn system, and also NFT breeding. So I think they were trying to follow the same path of the popular game Axis Infinity, where they have NFT breeding and also a scholarship system. And it's pretty obvious by now that the gaming industry is a pretty big industry with lots of profits and lots of money going through. Hence why I think Thor Financial made a strategic decision on investing into the development of a game. Later on, that game was called Gods of Asgard. And basically what they were trying to do is utilize the Thor token that they had into that game, where people can use it around and essentially earn a certain amount of profits or revenue from the gaming ecosystem. Actually, if you go on YouTube, you can actually see a demo of the game being played. I actually haven't played the demo myself, but if you were some of the people who were playing the demo and you find it pretty fun or not, please let me know in the comments below. However, creating a game or even a crypto related game is a very hard project to partake. So on July 6th, it was announced that Thor Finance will no longer provide further funding for Gods of Asgard. So I'm going to go through some of the details and what you need to know on their Medium article. Thor actually provided 1 million in funding for 30% equity position in the game, with the agreement that Gods of Asgard will utilize the Thor token as its governance token. Over the past few weeks after testing the demo, we realized that Gods of Asgard will need substantially more funding and time, to the tune of $250,000 in at least 4 months, to complete the development of the game and provide the level of gameplay representative of a true play-to-earn experience. Given what we have seen so far and based on our conversations with the team, we've lost confidence in the strategic decision of the game, and as a result, we have made a business decision to no longer directly contribute or provide funding to the game's development. At the same time that Thor Financial would not be funding the game anymore, some of the core members on Gods of Asgard were also part of the Thor team, and they will actually be stepping back from Gods of Asgard as well. Now, if you go down the Medium article, the Thor team actually tried to negotiate with the Gods of Asgard team, and just to put it out there, the Gods of Asgard team and the Thor team are two different entities that had an intertwined partnership in between. And because of the partnership that they have, the Thor team were basically providing free advertisement on their channel, Discord, Twitter, and YouTube for Gods of Asgard. But again, these are two separate entities. So if you go down the article, they actually tried to negotiate a deal where the Thor team and Gods of Asgard were able to work together. Some of the negotiations included an offer of $75,000 to fund extra development time, a secondary offer of $100,000 with stipulations that the founders and owners of Gods of Asgard will contribute their own funding and equity, which they have refused to do. A counter offer by Gods of Asgard for Thor to take over the development of the game, which was declined due to the current equity structure. So what does this all mean, and what does it mean for you as the investor? Well, first thing, it means that the Gods of Asgard team will actually need additional funding in order to get their game developed and created, and it seems more than likely it's going to be delayed for quite some time. How long that time frame is, well, we don't really know. However, the Gods of Asgard team did create a separate Discord and a new white paper detailing some of the changes that are being made between the partnership of Thor Finance and their team. Now, some people might be wondering what happened to the 30% equity and also the $1 million, because that's a lot of money. Well, I've been asking around the Discord, and it seems like the 30% equity is still going to be there, and that the Gods of Asgard team will still be utilizing the Thor token. However, with this announcement, again, Thor would not be providing additional funding for Gods of Asgard, but the strategic partnership is still kind of there. So what that means is when and if the game gets finished, the Thor token and the Thor ecosystem will be utilized, and hopefully Thor might generate some revenue from the game in the future. And again, that's if and when that game will be finished, and really who knows how long that would take. Now, going back to the Medium article, for everyone who did buy an NFT to support the development of the game, it is written that they believe that it is right for our investors to receive proceeds that we receive from the NFT mints. We'll be refunding those proceeds, which totals 400,000 in AVAX to holders, and are currently running metrics to determine how many mints each wallet made, and will be refunding a base AVAX per mint. Now, I was curious and I was wondering, if the game is still being developed and the equity partnership is still there, why are they refunding some of the NFT sales? I went to Discord and I found out from one of their mods. She or he said, we have the option for refunding in there. There are a couple more options we're offering to the community. And he or she said, because Thor believed the initial investment would be enough to fund the game in its entirety. Because it didn't, we didn't feel right keeping the profits that were created from the mints. But since the community feels different, we will offer some options on what to do with the money. So for all those who invested into the NFTs, you are able to get some money back, but it seems like there are options on what you can do with the proceeds. Now, what does this mean for the future of Thor Finance? Now, this seems like the Gods of Asgard game is going to be delayed for quite some time. So if you're an investor, you shouldn't be expecting any revenue generated from this game for quite some time. However, Thor will be trying to build different utilities to help bring value to their ecosystem. In the AMA that they had, this includes a DEX, a marketplace, a potential lottery system, and also staking pools. And at the same time, they are going to try to make strategic investments with the current treasury that they have. On an article that they posted on July 7th, they have stated that we as a team have decided to consolidate 80% of our current positions into stablecoins to wait for better entries and marketing conditions. So it seems like they are going to continue to build on different products. However, on their investment standpoint, they are going to hold and wait to see what's going to happen with the market first before making strategic entries. Now, personally, I don't know if Thor is going to survive or not, based on the trends of no products failing to survive during this bear market. We had Strong Block that led the charge back then, and now it's sitting around $3. And now we have this setback for one of the bigger projects, Thor Finance. So before I end this video off, please in the comments let me know if you guys are in this and what you guys think about the project. Thank you everyone for watching, and see you guys next time.